Odell in the batter's box. The first pitch coming right up. A win in their last contest for the Jays. They continue. The momentum they had in games 1 and 2 ended up with a sweep against the Orioles in Baltimore.
And this is a team that is winning some games right now.
So Brett Laurie will come up next. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Well, I can't blame the manager here, playing the percentages, bringing in the right-handed hitter against this lefty pitcher. Let's see if it pays off.
Sabathia with a windup. And with 2 strikes on him now, Brett Laurie will choke up a little bit. Quality defense, one of the reasons why they're 6 out of their last 10.
Well, anytime great defense is going to help your pitching, and that's why they've won 6 of their last 10.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Brett Laurie. He is struck out.
Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch, not real good execution by the hitter. He hasn't been seeing the ball nearly like he'd like, going just 5 for his last 24.
And over the past 7 games, he's just had a hard time putting much together at the plate.
And a swinging strike on that first pitch from Sabathia. 0-1.
That 2-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
The pitch. That one fouled off by Fielder. Liner between first and second. That one right through the defense. A base hit. And the Yankees in the field. Here's a look at their defense. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, you love Evan Longoria, the way he handles the hot corner. Not only is he great with the glove, he also uses his bare hands when fielding those slow rollers, and you know he has a cannon of an arm.
Let's take a look at Prince Fielder's month last month and how he stacked up to everybody else. 6th in hits, 10th in RBI, and as you can see, he has an all-around skill set. That ability to hit the ball out of the ballpark, ranked in the top 15 in home runs in the league.
And a swinging strike on that first pitch from Sabathia. 0-1.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try.
Here's a swing, a ball hit high in the air, way back there. Goodbye, home run, Blue Jays. That puts them up on the board. And bingo, just like that, it is 3-0. Wow, a 3-run shot, the first runs we've gotten on the board.
It's all about offense. When you're behind somebody, you got to get things going. That's what Toronto did there. Blue Jays out in front. Now they're going to look to pad the lead.
Here's the pitch. Chased one that time, 0-1. Steve, they love to see their bats going here. You just love to get a big jump in a ball game.
Now, you have to wonder whether nerves are a factor here in the first inning and affecting the way these pitchers are going at it.
Throws in time to first. What a play. And it'll be Cliff Lee doing the pitching. He's starting for Toronto. And Steve, what's he got in his mind now as he pitches against these Yankees?
Oh, we got a lefty on the mound in this one. Some of the best stuff in the league, among the elite left-handers in the game. Against a lineup, they can certainly put runs up on the board, but you have to believe if the lefty can get the job done, he should put some zeros up.
Foul, straight back. Who tries to frame the circle change, but it's 1-1. Well, a win last night for the Yankees. And so they cleaned up with a 3-game sweep against the Red Sox in Boston.
Well, this team's been playing pretty well recently, 6-4 in their last 10 games.
You extend this kind of a streak out and you realize you could win 96 ball games, winning 6 out of every 10.
Well, 96 ball games going to win you a lot of divisions or get you in the postseason one way or another. And you can't argue with this. Let's just see how they do today.
Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Odell in time for the out. Now we'll take a look at the lineup for the Yankees. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, whether he's behind the plate or not, Jesus Montero is a guy that you have to find a place in the lineup. Such a powerful man from the trunk down. He generates power from those legs, and he's going to be a force in the middle of the lineup.
So here's how Toronto will stack up defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, when you have a monster bat like Jose Bautista, you look for so many ways to get him out on the field. And it makes the manager's job a lot easier when your best offensive player is willing to play different positions. It adds a lot of flexibility to the team and also tells your guys that if they ask a lesser player to move position, he can't complain when your best player does it.
This one's grounded foul, wide of first. Good location, and he couldn't hold off at 1-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. I mean, that's the hardest pitch for a hitter to try to stay back on. That's why he was out in front of that one.
This one's grounded near third, foul. Lee with the windup. On the ground to second. DeJesus on to first, 2 away. State Farm brings you the teams leading the way offensively over the last 10 games. Number 1, the White Sox. The A's second. The Twins third. Yankees fourth. And at number 5, it's the Angels. And we've got Montero batting.
Recently, the offense that he expects to produce just has not been there, going just 7 for his last 51 at bats. Since the end of August, it's been a real struggle for him. He needs to find a way to put the bat on the ball and finish the season strong.
And Jesus Montero will let that one go by, and the count is now even. His career batting average, 400 against the Blue Jays. No, a little low. Got it in the dirt, but he held on. Lee kicks, delivers, 2-1. Line to deep left field. And there's Bautista for the third out. And they're held in check here in this half inning. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. We got the bottom three in the lineup due up. It's Cologne at the plate. Going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown on this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
Checking out this guy's slider, it's gotten hit twice already.
Now, with 3 total hits here in the second inning, it's not necessarily a trend that's going to continue, but it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments he makes.
And Sabathia's pitch too low, taken for a ball. Strike two with a swing and a miss on a fastball.
Well, climbing the ladder on him right there, he just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. And his throw is in time for out number 1. Let's check out the American League wildcard race brought to you by State Farm. We're here in the home stretch of the season, first week of September. Blue Jays out in front, first place. In second place, the Yankees. In third, the Red Sox. In the fourth spot, it's the A's. Twins in the fifth spot. And wrapping up the list, it's the White Sox.
Well, they may not win their division, but we've got a great race for the wild card here. And these teams going to duke it out to the end. And very interesting race to see who becomes the 4th team in the playoffs.
And the 0-1 by Sabathia. This is in the air, straight away left. 2 away. Guile batting now. He deals, swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
Well, the last thing you want to do when you're throwing a slider is to leave it out over the plate. This pitch was in an excellent location in on the hitter's hands.
That swung on and flied to right. And the sides retired as they head into the dugout. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Blue Jays 3, the Yankees nothing. It is a New York kind of night, and no better place to be than here at Yankee Stadium. And Evan Longoria will stand in.
We've seen some tremendous productivity from that bat of his, going 11 for his last 28 at bats.
For the last 7 games, it looks like he could hit a BB up there the way he's swinging it.
And Lee throws one outside for a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. Here's one hit very well deep. 1 away.
A lot of tough teams in the American League. Let's take a look at where the Yankees sit right now in the rankings. First in home runs, first in runs, and the number 2 team in batting average. Goes a long way to scoring runs. So many good hitters in this lineup, hitting for a high batting average. See if they can continue it through the year.
Espondo gets a shot here. Really nailed that one right through the middle of the infield. Through the infield, base hit. That's their first hit. And that's going to bring Chris Davis to the plate.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along.
Starts him out with that circle change in there. 0-1. Career 0 for 3 off Lee. He delivers. Good patience. Davis letting it go by. Pretty good eye. The count is even.
Had some difficulty making contact in the game last night, striking out twice.
Ball lifted high in the air, deep down the line in right, and he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. Let's take a moment to look at the staffs leading the way. ERA brought to you by State Farm. The Rangers number 1, the Red Sox in second, Blue Jays third, Mariners fourth, and fifth best, the A's.
Well, how fun would it be to be able to play behind a pitching staff as good as this one that doesn't allow teams to score a lot of runs? One of the best teams in baseball with their ERA.
First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0. Fouled away. Hit that one right back up the middle. Hodel throw on to second base, forced play, side retired. Hodel is the batter now. On the base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club. And, you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, you know, guys, he's definitely leaning towards that slider a little more than he usually does.
You know, one of the things I've noticed that when you look at the amount of times he's throwing his changeup, which is his best pitch, he's basically ignoring it and favoring the others today.
And Prince Field is swinging, missing, evens up the count.
On his last game, came so close to hitting for the cycle. Got the home run and the single and double, but unfortunately just couldn't come up with a triple.
That one fouled off by Fielder. Sabathia with, he's going to try to steal third. And Prince Fielder misses on that one. That's strike 3. Guerrero up at the plate. He'll start things off for the home team. We're in the third. And he's really sweating this one out. Runners now occupy second and third, only one away.
Gary, he's got good.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That's the second out of the inning. Now State Farm brings us the Eastern Division standings here as we get into September. Blue Jays out in front, first place. Yankees in second place. In third, the Red Sox. Fourth belongs to the Orioles. And it's the Rays in the last slot. And Egawa settles in. He had a single in his last time up. Lays off that one outside, 1-0.
Fourth inning of this game, and right now he's finding himself over 20 pitches here, and that is eating away at his overall pitch count total, so he may not be around for long.
That fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
The thing I've noticed about him today is how much he's thrown his two-seam fastball. Way too many times to these good hitters.
You look at the numbers on his other pitches and how often he typically throws them, and in this game, he has shied away from using his 12-6 curveball.
And look for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. Now the 2-2. And he holds off with the cut fastball, works it full.
Good running movement on that pitch, in on the hands for the hitter. He laid off it, couldn't do anything with it anyways.
Swinging an easy ground ball to short. Hodel. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Boy, that'll beat out your arm. 28 pitches for 3 outs. The Yankees, they are trying to will their way back into this game. And if you were just tuning in, hi. Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
And they can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. The first pitch. And a swinging strike on that first pitch from Sabathia. 0-1. Boy, what's been working for this guy on the mound? Here's a look at the quality strikes he's thrown.
But what stands out is that when he's been most successful is when he's hitting the inside and outside corners of the plate. He's keeping the ball out of the middle, and that's where you have success in this league.
That's exactly it. Keep the ball out of the center of the plate, make it difficult for the hitter to center the ball on the bat.
Down on strikes there. A nice piece of pitching work.
The clock at 79 on K-Cam, and pretty decent movement on that breaking ball.
And there's going to be more tomorrow afternoon. We'll be in New York to see the New York Yankees. They host the Toronto Blue Jays. And that'll be a 12:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Here it comes. First pitch, curveball. Swung out and missed. 0-1. On the way. This one's bounced up the middle. He's up with it. Throws to first, side is retired. Well, they do load the base. And Veras is batting. Steve, how well is that pitching performance standing up?
Look, Gary, all outs are not equal. Ground ball outs are better because it keeps it in the infield. Let you guys play behind you. This lefty's getting a lot of those today.
And Lee throws one outside for a ball.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
The 1-1 pitch. It's fouled off. And he takes the ball inside. 2-2. He fouls that one off. Here's the pitch. And he fouls another one off.
Well, even though the count's even, you still have to take that defensive mode up at the plate, because anytime you have two strikes, you don't want to give him a cheap out just by striking out foolishly. But he's keeping this at bat alive on that low pitch to foul it off.
Able to set him down there, chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
Well, this is where you want to go with two strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
It's Casanova at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. And Lee's pitch misses inside. How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
We'll see what the outcome is. Those 1-0 counts and what they mean.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And he's out at first. What an out. Diving stop and a nice throw, too.
I showed great range on that one. I didn't think he had any chance to get it, but able to get it and get on his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Tremendous job.
Now the State Farm leaderboard. Who has the power bats this month? Let's check out Longoria. 5th best.
Good home run hitters will tell you that they come in bunches. And I tell you what, this last month, you talk about bunches. They have been coming and coming and coming for this guy. He has been on fire.
And he starts him out. And this one is hit deep by Montero. Out of here, a home run. They trim a bit off that deficit with that solo homer, coming to within 1.
A great job by the Yankees to cut down this lead. Now they need more offense to try to overtake them.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. Boy, you talk about big-time homers, Steve. That was one right there, and then they're not done maybe in this inning.
Well, you know what? You've got the pitcher rattled. This is the time to get him. You've got him on the ropes. Now's the time to capitalize.
It's hit foul by Longoria. That one swung on, hit in the air. And that's another foul ball.
Well, the battle starts when you step in the batter's box, but the real battle starts when the count is 0-2, and that's where he sees himself. But give him credit. He's keeping himself alive by fouling off that tough 0-2 pitch on the outside part of the plate. Let's see if he can make the pitcher make a mistake.
Narrow their deficit a bit. They pick up a run on the dinger. The Yankees, they are trying to will their way back into this game. Graves is the batter. He'll get things started off as we go to the 6th. Sabathia with the windup. Has him out in front as he swings and misses strike one.
Apparently, he's looking for something a lot harder than that four-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. Check swing called, strike three, out number one. Malone at the plate.
Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but the starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from you.
Last time he walked and then came around to score. Second highest average on the ball club. First pitch, and he misses the fastball, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch is a cut fastball, swung on and missed 0-2.
Oh, he's got good movement on that cut fastball, and it tailed right beyond his bat. Couldn't make contact.
Swung on, that is hit. That should be a base hit. Now the lineups who are the hardest outs. Highest on-base percentage the last 10 games. It's brought to you by State Farm. The White Sox, number one. Second, the Tigers. In the third spot, the Indians. Jays fourth. And we've got the Twins, who are number 5. It's going to be DeJesus. Last time up, triple homer run. That'll bring Mike Stanton to the plate. He'll be the pinch hitter. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And it's through, a base hit for Stanton. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you're getting in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers. That is huge.
Bots in the back. Ground ball to Longoria. Over to second for one. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
He's got a shot at getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
Odell gets a turn here. Try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. That's down. Runner could come home.
Well, the hitter makes an adjustment going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored if you're in that at-bat. What you want to do is make contact. He did. That pays off. RBI chance. Brett Laurie. He'd like to make contact here. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
I'll tell you what, Gary, we're seeing a solid, consistent, professional approach from these hitters, and it's paying off. An awful lot going right, Gary.
Well, with the lead, that swung on, hit on the ground. It's gobbled up, and they tag him out between first and second. They pick up one. Despando is batting. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
Advantage hitter when the hitter's ahead in the count. And that 1-0 count is really the transition in these at-bats. The pitcher falls behind, throws it over the plate, and the hitter's taking him deep.
Casey will be called on to pitch. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. Now the 2-0. He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike, 2-1.
I don't think he likes that call, but when you're diving out over the plate, sometimes that fastball up and in doesn't look like a strike even when it is.
Here's the pitch. He watches the fastball go by. Now it's 2-2. He sends this one in the air towards center. That one's taken care of. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Toronto. Wrapping up the series against the Yankees Sunday. They look to host a team that they've had some recent success against, the Boston Red Sox. That series is 4 games. Then they'll go up against the Orioles for division action. That series bound to be competitive. So an important part of the schedule for them, and they'll be glad to spend a good portion of that at home. 4 years in the league. Swings and misses at the curve, already 0-2. On the ground to first, and it gets through. Now the tying run at the plate.
Well, you just can't explain how valuable a pinch hitter is. The guy who can come off the bench cold and deliver a big hit.
And Borowski batting. Doubled homer run in his last at bat. First pitch on the way. First pitch is a cutter. Looked at 0-1.
Even with the late movement on the cut fastball, you don't want to throw it up in the zone because a hitter can fight it off and muscle it over the infield.
0-2. And that's on the outside corner, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
Gary, he's not messing around, going right at him on the 0-2 count. He didn't waste anything. He just went right for the jugular.
Guerrera in the box. Last time up, flew out. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1. He's running. Strike 2. And he is out, trying to take second. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Toronto not letting this lead go. It's going to be Perez now. He'll lead off the 7th. And the first pitch, fielder mashes that one. He heads. Oh, the runner's tagging from first. Summer wrapping up. Let's look at the Yankees schedule. They wrap up this Toronto series on Sunday. They face another competitive team at home, the Baltimore Orioles. That's a 3-game series. Then they'll kick off a road series with the Angels, team they beat in the previous series between the two. Wins will not come easy over the next stretch of games. Back there in deep left center. That's the second out. Graves is the batter. 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch on the way. And it's fouled off. And Montero calls for the pitch. He swings, hits a ball to right field. And there's the third out. In. Guerrero up now. Now the first pitch. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Here in the 7th inning right now, nobody out. This is the time to get things going. You're down 2 runs. Make up the ground right now. Don't wait.
Swing and lined up the middle. That is in. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Here are the teams with the most extra base knocks around the league, courtesy of State Farm. The Yankees, number 1. Second, the Rangers. Third, the Mariners. The Tigers, 4th. And 5th best, the A's.
Well, a lot of people think that power is just hitting home runs, but this team dispels that myth. They're not just trying to hit a single the other way. They're trying to drive something the other way, down the line or in a gap for extra bases. They love putting themselves in scoring position. That's why they can score multiple runs in an inning, because of all those extra base hits.
And Veras is batting. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss behind 0-1.
Now, second out in the inning here in the 7th. You're up by 2. I think right now you've got to throw strikes. Force them to get base hits. Make them earn their base runners. No free passes.
He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. The run. It's Colon at the plate. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. And here's the first one. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. As he drops back for it and puts it away.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. He's 1 for 1 so far. First pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it.
There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. That's 2 gone.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. 3rd in ERA. And they also show up in the top 5 in triples, which really proves that this is a team that can hit the ball in the gap and they can run. They hustle, they have aggressiveness, and you love the way the third base coach waves them around, bringing them into third base.
Trying to bunt his way aboard. He misses for a strike. Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a liner towards first. On that one, eats him up. But he stays with it, gets the out. That's how you do it. It's Casanova at the plate. Grounded out his last time through. First pitch on the way. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Clearly, you're getting very late here in the ball game, and the game's getting short, so you've got to look to play for a big inning. You've got your down by 2. See what you can do. Get an opportunity.
Swung on, bounced weakly to second. Lowry's there. Over to first for out number 1. We've got a moment to see the State Farm League leaders in slugging percentage.
Well, 2 of the best in the business at slugging percentage this year. I tell you what, it's a pitcher's nightmare when you have to face these 2 guys, because they hit a lot of those extra base hits. They always seem to be in scoring position. A lot of pressure on the defense and the pitcher when these 2 guys come up.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
You're up by 2 runs here with 1 out, and obviously, this is where you want to try to just get another out, take away any hope they have, try to get back in the dugout, see if you can put on some more runs before they come back up again to try to expand the lead.
Hit in the dirt. Lowry's there. Retiring Montero. Evan Longoria at the plate. 271 his lifetime average off the Blue Jays. Here's the first pitch. Big swing there, but he can't connect, and it's a strike.
It's 2 outs here in the 8th right now. I think defensively you've got to be looking to make a play. Get the out, get your team back in the dugout. And you don't want doubles. You don't want the ball hit over your head. You want to play no double situation right here where the defense is back so they cannot come back and narrow this gap.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one to Bautista. And that one's put away to retire the side. And they go quietly. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. As he moves over and hauls it in.
Oh, Gary, he's pitching well right now. And that's 7 straight that he's retired. He is really locked in.
One away. And here is Brett Laurie. He's had 1 hit, flew out last time. And he starts him out. Watches that fastball that goes by him for a strike.
Pitching-wise, you want to make them earn it, force them to get a base hit right here, force them to put it in play, throw strikes.
A shot up the middle. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
A late inning showdown right now.
He singled in his last at bat towards center field. 1 away now. And he'll have to hold at first. And Borowski batting. Struck out swinging his last time up. 1 out, man on first. First pitch on the way. That's him out with a cut fastball for a strike. Pitch on the way. And he swings and hits this one foul. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
Now, K-Cam's going to show us a good look at this slider.
He takes a cut on this pitch down and in the zone, but just unable to pick it up.
You like his aggression on that?
Well, Skipper can't be too mad as long as he's out there trying to make it.
Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
Well, Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
Well, it's that time again. How about we take a look at our player of the game? It's hard to argue with the bat of Jose Bautista.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. It's a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat
Here's Prince Fielder now with the RBI opportunity, and he'll be looking to pad the lead a bit here.
When you get these kinds of opportunities, you have to capitalize on it and swing the bat.
And the pitcher's really got to bear down now. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. He's 2 for 10 lifetime against the Yankees. And with 2 strikes on him now, Fielder needs to protect.
Guys, coming off of a game last night, a little bit disappointing. A couple of strikeouts.
Headed for the middle. He picks it up. The second, there's 1. And 2. Double play. Always a great place for baseball. Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and it's sunny all around today. We'll start things off here in the summer. First pitch on the way. Got him chasing that one low. Strike 1.
The most effective pitches are the ones that start at the bottom of the strike zone and fall out of the zone, and you get the hitter to chase and swing and miss. That's what made that effective.
And a great pitch. Mike Stanton is caught looking strike 3.
You know, sometimes in the back you go 5, 6, 7 pitches as they start to foul off the 0-2 count. I like that he went right at him aggressively, strikes him out on 3 pitches.
It's going to be DeJesus. Grounded out his last time up. Bullen will be the pinch hitter. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down. Jose Bautista. He's at the plate with 2 down. Batting average 247 off the Yankees. And the first pitch. Oh, and that one runs in and hit him.
A fastball, that has to hurt. He gets spun on first base, but not without taking a bruise for his efforts.
Reached on an error his last time around. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
With 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3. I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters. Force them to put in play. Do not give them free passes.
Taps this one foul off to the left. The 1-2 on its way. And he fouls off another one. Here's the delivery. Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. Odell in time for the out. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We'll see Phil Hughes and the New York Yankees. They host the Toronto Blue Jays. That game has a start time at 7 Eastern. And Egawa settles in. Last time up, flew up. Hit in the air to center field. That's 2 gone. Guerrero is batting. Trying to get here, just 1 for 3 thus far. The first pitch. Swung on, bounced weakly to second. Botts throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Nothing doing. Dial settling in. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. He homered back in inning number 2. And starts him out here up the middle. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him. That's 1 out. You know something? That was such a great play. That's worth one more look.
Well, how about the camera work right there on that one? Terrific job, guys, on the camera. And what a play.
Odell is the batter. Well, he's running, taking off for second. Oh, terrific dive by Longoria. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. A tremendous diving stop here, and what a throw.
Well, look how he makes the catch on this thing and shifts his body to get in throwing position from his knees. I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year run-wise in the American League. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. 7th in runs, and they're in the top 10 in team batting average.
A ball hit high and deep, left center field, still going. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. They pick up no runs. And Borowski batting. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. First pitch to him. Oh, and that one runs in and gets him. And as you might have expected, the way this is going, a warning had to come here. This pitcher's going to have to really rein this thing in. For that matter, both these pitchers, or we're going to have some problems.
Yeah, there's no question.
Back up the middle, and he's up with it. That's one. And there's the second out of double play.
But Gary, we talk a lot about how important defense is to a team's success. That's living proof right there.
And you keep this one in mind because it's an inning offensively that didn't happen. Here's a quick check of the home run leaders in the league, brought to you by State Farm.
Well, the fun of covering baseball games is when you have two of the biggest bats in all of baseball playing in the same game, and that's what we have here. These guys are absolutely phenomenal, and you make a mistake on these guys anywhere in the strike zone, and they will make you pay, and pay dearly. They're run producers, but they can also excite the crowd with that one big blast.
Pitch on the way, and Jesus Montero will let that one go by, and the count is now even.
Now listen, this is still doable from the offensive perspective, Gary. They're only down 3. It would be nice to have a little 2-out rally right here, pick up some runs, narrow this 3-run deficit. But understand, you can still come back and finish in the 9th. Just don't wait till the 9th.
Here's the pitch. Yo, a little low. Got it in the dirt, but he held on. Swung on and fouled away. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. Toronto 6, the Yankees 3. Things will start getting difficult with the third man in the order lurking ahead. And Prince Fielder will lead it off. Now the first pitch. That one fouled off by Fielder. Oh! 0-1. Francis kicks and delivers. Fielder isn't fooled by that one, and Prince has evened up the count. Fielder mashes that one. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. So the lead now stands at 4. A solo home run, pushing them out in front a little further.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
Francis with the delivery. He sends this one in the air towards center. They take care of that one. Bullen up now. Grounded out last time. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. He catches that, and that's out number 2. Jose Bautista. He's at the plate with 2 down. Here's the first pitch. And that's off the plate away, 1-0.
Well, you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
Swing and a miss. Jose Bautista, no contact, even count.
Well, boy, would
0 for 1 thus far. Billsberger will be coming in to pitch in this game. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Swing and a hot shot. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle. So that brings Evan Longoria to the plate.
Well, this is not what you imagine when you go out to make a pitching change. You bring a guy in from out of the bullpen, and the first hitter he faces, he serves up a hit. Let's see if he can get out of this.
Flew out last time. Buchanan coming in now to pitch. He's been chosen to take over out there, and he starts him out. Can't get him to chase it. That's low, ball 1. 271 his lifetime average off Toronto. Here it comes, and a swing and a miss by Longoria, and the count is even. The 1-1. 1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
he has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter, gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
Keeping an eye on him at first. It's hit foul by Longoria. 1-2 pitch coming. And good eye by Longoria as he lays off that one, and that count's going to be even. At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. Got the bat on that one. This one's hit towards Bautista. That's one down. And we're going to see Cedeno here. Hasn't had much success. Just yet in this game. He's hoping to get something this time. And here's the first one. Holds back, and it's a called strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. A high pop-up. Out number 2. It's Casanova at the plate. Grounded out his last time up. 2 outs and a man on first. And it goes foul. The pitch. Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Contributions from a lot of different Blue Jays today allowed Toronto to play to victory.
And we take a look at a performance that today earned our Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits.
And you don't often get the bats going on the road quite like this.
Well, Yankees continuing to score here, Gary. Credit the offensive charge.
Dorda will come in and pitch. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
Well, this is the right move. You had to get the starter out of there, Gary. I mean, he didn't have his good stuff today, but now the bullpen's going to have to step up and see if they can't come back in the game.
And Jesus Montero will let that one go by, and the count is now even. And the home run there, Steve, the pitcher's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
Missed with a curve, 2-1.
Well, this curveball just drops right off the table. It's a good pitch. Give the hitter credit for not chasing.
Swing and a miss. Jesus Montero not making contact to even the count.
He clearly had a shot at hitting for the cycle last time out. Got the triple, which is the toughest. Hit the ball out of the ballpark for a home run. Got a single, but just lacked the double. Couldn't get it done.
And he fouls another one off.
Well, you tell yourself in the at-bat as it keeps going, there's no way I'm striking out. I'm not swinging and missing to give him an easy out. He got wood on that one to stay alive. Pretty good curveball, though.
That's one away. There's more MLB this Thursday. We'll see Adrian Gonzalez. And the Boston Red Sox, they head to the Rogers Center to take on the Blue Jays. That game has a start time at 7 Eastern.
Now looking forward to that. That's going to be some kind of matchup, Gary. Good ball game.
And Evan Longoria will stand in. Homered back in the first inning. Big cut at that one, and he missed it. 1 strike. Yesterday, the Yankees, a loser in a 3-game series after you drop those first 2. Now is the time against Toronto. And it's 0-2. Longoria is going to be swinging now if there's anything close. And we take a look at that last game. Probably an outing they just as soon never see again.
Well, yeah.
There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. And out at first.
Nice play by the catcher. Time to get out of the crouch and get it over to first base ahead of the batter. Sometimes these things can get away from you. He did a great job keeping it in front.
Good hustle and a great arm. And to look at the hottest lineups around the league right now, our State Farm leaderboard, the highest batting average over the last 10 games. Number 1, the White Sox. Blue Jays in second. In third, the Tigers. Fourth, the Twins. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
Well, there's nothing more fun in baseball when your whole lineup is hitting the baseball. And over the last 10 games, the batting average of these two teams have been absolutely phenomenal. And that's what you love. Both teams at the top of their games offensively, going at it head-to-head.
The pitch.
Foul ball!
And he swings and hits this one foul. And that's another foul ball. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. So they pick up a run on the home. It's Cologne at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. Only one batter gets walked more than he does in this lineup. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. That one fouled off by Fielder.
As one of the leaders on this team in walks, he just rarely chases the ball out of the zone. He finds it.
Swung on. That is hit hard by Fielder. And bye-bye. That's a 2-run homer. Great turnaround for him. A 2-run homer. They lead by 1.
Blue Jays offense getting it done right now. They take the lead, getting the big hits that they want, Gary.
First pitch on the way. Grounded up the middle. England. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. 6th in runs scored. And they're in the top 10 in team batting average. That depth and length of the lineup paying big dividends for this team as they seem to find ways to get base hits. Okay, with that walk, they put the go-ahead run on base with 1 out in this inning. You've got to be careful right here. Try to get a double play ball.
This visit to the mound maybe less about talking than time for the pen.
I'll give them a few more pitches out there, get themselves ready to go in case they finally make the call.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. That's in. The run should score. It'll tie it up. The run scores. So now the WPA graph will show us how much of a difference that run batted in means if it chances a victory. Espano up at the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. Casey is called up. He'll be pitching. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give them some innings.
Swing and a miss on the fastball. Second out in the inning.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not. A lot of tough teams in the American League. Let's take a look at where the Yankees sit right now in the rankings. First in home runs, first in runs, and the number 2 team in batting average. Goes a long way to scoring runs. So many good hitters in this lineup, hitting for a high batting average. See if they can continue it through the year.
He deals. Looks at that curveball. It's a strike. He's behind 0-2.
Tough spot for the hitter right here, down 0-2. You got to foul off that tough pitch if you have to.
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. Tie ball game in New York. It's Cologne at the plate. Second highest average on the ball club. Here's the pitch. Smash towards the middle. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. Guile settles in. Drew a walk his last time. Struck out swinging last time. That'll bring Mike Stanton to the plate. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he...
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that's going to do it in this half inning. No runs at a base hit. They leave. And Borowski. Batting. He's going to lead off bottom half of the 6th inning. Now the first pitch. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Headed for the middle. Oh my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. A quick break to check the leaderboard. State Farm brings you the teams terrorizing catchers. The Angels number 1, the Red Sox 2nd, the Royals 3rd, 4th the Orioles, and it's the Yankees number 5.
Well, a team that's among the leaders in stolen bases, it really shows their aggressiveness, that they understand that they can't just wait for the 3-run home run. They have to make something happen, and they've been doing that this year.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
The pitch slowly on the ground to third. He picks it up. That's one out. And they get two. Great double play. Always looking for that friend of a pitcher. They wanted that ground ball and got it.
Now they threw it around the horn to get the double play. Nice turn by the second baseman.
And Nagawa settles in. 0 for 2 thus far. And here's the first one. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
Well, the way to keep the ball in the ballpark is by going down and away. It's the toughest pitch to drive. He executed it well.
Missed badly with that curve there, 1-1. Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Can't catch up with that fastball. He's evened it up 2-2. Cutter just about frozen, but it's full now.
Well, good movement on the cutter there, but he's got to get the ball down in the zone. He can get hurt with hitters throwing it up there.
On the ground to first. He dives and gets it. And he'll scramble, take it himself for the out. Whoa, what a play. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. Number 2 holes. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. This looks serious enough, Steve, that he may have to come out of this ball game. That's tough.
Well, with the medical staff going out there, I don't think he's going to be able.
Hit in the air to center field. One away. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Yankees. Tonight's game, the last against Toronto. They face another competitive team at home, the Baltimore Orioles. That's a 3-game series. Then they'll kick off a road series with the Angels, team they beat in the previous series between the two. He swings and drives this one. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. It's going to be Perez now. Grounded out his last time through. He's batting now late in this game, only one out.
And the defense looking for the double play ball. The hitter trying to hit one in the gap.
Trying to move that runner around from first. He sends this one in the air towards center. 2 men have been put away. Graves in the batter's box. He stands in now with 2 down. Possible go ahead at first.
Well, look for them to be very aggressive on the bases here. Possibly an attempted steal. Well, they can't just disregard the runner on first. But it seems unlikely he'd go anywhere because he just doesn't have much speed.
Has him out in front as he swings and misses strike one. He delivers. Line towards third and foul. And another foul ball.
Well, with the way we keep tracks of pitch counts right now, you know 0-2, the pitcher wants to put him away. The fact that he has to throw another pitch just tells you how defensive a swing the hitter had to keep it going.
Up the middle it goes. Nagawa throws to first, side is retired. No runs on a hit. It's Casanova at the plate. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
And here's the first one. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
Well, it looked like he was fooled. He wasn't ready for that sinker.
Top half of this extra inning, and this is where these battles between hitters and pitchers become very intense.
If you talk to both of these managers, Gary, they'd say, I want.
Fielder mashes that one. And gone, a home run. That could be the game winner. And that homer couldn't have come at a better time for them. Clutch hitting and a one-run lead.
Now, Blue Jays offense getting it done right now. They take the lead, getting the big hits that they want, Gary.
Here's the first pitch. That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. One down. And they'll hold him at first base.
This ball was well struck, but it stays in the ballpark. The left fielder is able to range back and make the catch.
And it's Jose Bautista in the box now.
Managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game. And as the game...
There's a ground ball. Picks it up. Gets one. And two. They pull on the double play. They pick up a run on the homer, and they take the lead. The Blue Jays gaining the upper hand here.
what you pay good money for to come to a ball game for a moment just like this.
They are still in this ball game, even though they're trailing here in extra innings. He's the potential tying run.
Now, Gary, this is the stuff that makes heroes. Both guys know the weight of the game is on their shoulders.
And we're going to get to see Eduardo Sanchez pitching. He comes in to close for Toronto. Tight rotation there, and he just misses. 1-0. Call fastball. Now the count 1-2. And he watches that one travel down. 2-2.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
And he got good wood up the middle. And he throws on to first for the out. Put away. Davis into the batter's box. He's had one hit 4 times up. That swung on, hit on the ground. Bullen. And he steps on first. That's the second out. And Borowski batting. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Paints the lower outside corner. Call strike 1. And it's fouled off. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
The offense got it done on the top, and the pitching got it done on the bottom half. And celebration as they head back to the clubhouse.
All right, let's do it. Here's our player of the game. Talk about a great game. No further, Prince Fielder.
Well, anytime you got that power stroke work, and it's just fun to watch, and it's so difficult to pitch to. 3 big home runs, and that's why he's our player of the game.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.